What's cooking, Bianconeri? Welcome back to your old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Today we've got a packed show. Again, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just last international break was so poor. There was nothing going on, nothing to do. But we've got a ton of news for you today to break down. This is just a small little sample of it, but trust me, there's a lot more sprinkled in between each of these. These are just more of the fun ones that we talk about. But anyway, we got Vlahovic news. What's some more of the fallout that's coming out of that from Fiorentina, and what does that mean for Juventus' future? Dybala seems to be recovering for a return, maybe quicker than we expected. And then finally, Paul Pogba is back in Turin. Is he potentially negotiating to come back to join the Bianconeri next season? No, he's not. But stick with us. We got more to talk about. We'll fill you in now. Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. You're in the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Justin Sofro. Today is Wednesday, October 6th, 2021. And before we do anything, make sure if you're new to the channel that you hit that subscribe button, smash that subscribe button, whatever term is most ridiculous that you want to use, do that for the subscribe button. Make sure you join our channel. And also make sure you smash, punch, hit, chop it, whatever you want to call it, that like button as well. The like really helps us with the algorithm to help grow our channel, to bring more Juventus fans into this, and to really grow this community that we're really trying to establish here. So we appreciate you doing that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, go ahead and hit that bell icon. It'll keep you updated for all the latest videos when we drop them and as we drop them, so that way you stay up to date. And then let's just jump into it. First off, we're talking about Romagnoli. The name came back in about the Milan player. That's Corriere dello Sport that's reporting that Romagnoli is not signing a new deal with Milan. Juventus are one of the teams showing serious interest in the player on a free transfer. So it's an interesting option for the future. We've talked about it before on the channel about him being a potential option. We didn't know how it was going to play out when it comes to Milan and the signing a new deal with them or not. I think he could be a viable option for Juventus in the future. I think it's something to keep an eye on, and I think it might be a good one, especially if that room starts to get a little bit depleted with injuries or anything like that in the future. Let's move on, though, with one of the bigger stories of the day, and that is Vlahovic. Romeo Gradesti was on Elvin, his YouTube channel over there. He's a great guy. Definitely has a lot of, I think it's a French-speaking channel more so, but he definitely gets a lot of good information over there. So we're going to give him his credit. Anyway, we have Romeo Gradesti on there who's saying Juventus is looking at Vlahovic is not news. They were already a few years ago when he was at Partizan Belgrade. I don't know why I tried to do a word with that, or I tried to roll my tongue or something. I don't know. I think Juve will definitely monitor the Vlahovic situation and the movements of the competitors. He goes on to say, I think the only viable strategy for Juventus is to work alongside Vlahovic's entourage to get the player's preference, like with Locatelli. Even if another offer comes in, you're in pole position because the player wants to join you. So I think that's a very good point. It's maybe obvious, maybe it may sound obvious, but it is a very good point. I don't know what Vlahovic's current preference is. It seems to be there's been high either flirtation or whatever have you with Juventus. I think they've been reciprocated both ways, that both are definitely interested in each other. And I think Vlahovic could definitely be a big role and be a good addition at Juventus. Hopefully, obviously he's going to be a good addition. What am I saying? I think overall, though, I think he may see. That's what I mean to say. I think Vlahovic may be seeing it as a definite viable option, especially now that you have, we keep bringing him up, but Ronaldo left. Because of Ronaldo leaving, you open a big hole there that he can fill as a big, strong striker that can come in there and be a good attacker for Juventus moving forward. We'll have to keep monitoring that situation. I'm sure the Vlahovic rumors will continue to compile throughout the season until we get to the summer. I know some people thought about could he come in January in the winter. I don't think so. I don't think it's very likely that you're going to get a winter transfer, unless things really go to hell there between Fiorentina and Vlahovic. And more than likely, they're going to try to get whatever they can out of it. This is also another situation where it's going to be an expensive buy. When I say an expensive buy, hopefully Cherubini, whoever can get it down. But it's going to be something where I don't expect this to be a deal that gets done quickly. I expect it, like he said, similar to the Locatelli situation. If you had the player's desire, you can let it go out for longer. I'm going to be more patient this time. I'm going to be more patient. It's just not easy to be patient when you only had one guy coming in, really. You had a couple others, obviously. But overall, there was one big guy that you're buying. Anyway, we'll keep monitoring that and update you as it comes along. Next up, we have actually Corriere della Sera is talking about some Kuzbski news. Could Kuzbski be on the outs with Juventus? Kuzbski could be sold in the summer to make place for Vlahovic. And this is, obviously associated with the Vlahovic situation. I know Julian may not be super excited about that, but that seems to be the latest news when it comes to him. Saying 2 months ago, Atalanta were already looking to bring Dejan back to the club. They like Kulusevski. They saw what they could do, what he did at Parma, obviously, when Juventus purchased him. Definitely could be some interest there in bringing him back. And he hasn't really done that great at Juventus. He's kind of struggled a little bit. He hasn't been horrible. Obviously, he's had assists. He's had some goals or whatever have you, but he hasn't been the player, that spark that we've seen at Parma and elsewhere. So hopefully we'll see what happens with Kulusevski's future. Personally, would I like Kulusevski. I do. But would I sacrifice him to bring in Vlahovic? No question. So we'll keep that monitored. Let me know your thoughts, though, in the comment section down below when it comes to Kulusevski and his future with Juventus, what you would prefer. Then we move on to the topic of Paulo Dybala, and this is Sky Sport, who's reporting that Dybala is already doing better. He's expected to start training on the pitch again today. So it's good to hear that he's getting back into it, getting back into shape quicker than maybe a lot of us expected. A lot of us thought this might be one that might be a couple months out. The reason I moved this along was because Romeo Agresti also reported saying increasing optimism that Dybala will recover in time for Juve Roma so that we can have him back for the Roma match. Once, that gets started back up, which is good. I'm kind of glad. I'm not glad that he got injured, but I'm glad that hopefully he's taking this time off to rest, recover, and then also to get a little bit more training in that isn't involved in a game where he could get injured, or more likely to be injured at least. You can still get injured in practice. We talk in practice overall. But anyway, that seems to be the situation with Dybala. He seems like he will be back soon and for the Roma match, which will be good for Juventus. Then we can move on. We got Juan Cuadrado news. Fabrizio Romano is reporting, this is associated with Paulo Dybala, saying that after Paulo Dybala, the final details, then the contract to be signed until 2025. Once that deal gets done, Juventus will complete, or maybe not once the deal gets done. We'll see. Depends how long it'll take to sign that document. But it seems more likely that Juventus will complete the agreement with Juan Cuadrado. The current deal is expiring in June of 2022, so the end of the season. But Juventus will extend the Colombian winger's contract soon. New deal is expected until June 2023, which is good. Juan Corado has been great with Juventus. He's definitely been one of the, to me, one of our most reliable guys, a guy that I would consider a glue guy. Definitely does the most to create for the team. Definitely does a lot all over the pitch. Really excited to see him continue to wear the black and white. And that'll be a good move going forward. We talked about it. This is not really news, but, Cuadrado is going to get extended. And then finally, we've got Paul Pogba. We got to talk about him. He is posting on IG a picture of him in Torino with the heart eyes, heart emojis. I don't know how washed I can sound trying to describe this to you guys. It's right there. You see it. Paul Pogba is in Turin. Obviously, is he here to sign a deal with Juventus, to come back to Juventus? No, unfortunately, he's not. He's here right now. With the French national team. They'll play, I believe, Belgium tomorrow in Torino. But it's always good to see that he still has a soft spot for Turin. He loves Turin. It's still a possibility. It's never dead, but I don't want to get a lot of people's hopes up. But it's still a possibility. Would love to have Pogba come back. You need a midfielder of his caliber, and could you imagine having a midfield with him and Locatelli together? Then you're actually cooking with some oil there. But anyway, this is just more of a fun one at the end. Paul Pogba still loves Turin. Some people, to the sport, whatever have you, may end up trying to sell. You'll see tomorrow. The newspapers will be like Paul Pogba in Turin, whatever. Don't buy into it. But anyway, hopefully would love to see him ever come back if it's ever a possibility. Anyway. Also with the national teams playing, obviously I'm wearing this shirt because Juventus. Because Italy is playing against Spain today. They play at 2:45, which is 8:45 Torino time. They'll be playing against Spain, as I said. Big match to go to another final, and that will be the final of the Nations League or whatever have you. I don't know how many people. I know a lot of people don't get super into it. They act like they don't care, whatever have you. I think it's still important. It's still important to try to win another cup, but also to extend that streak we're currently on with Italy. So I'm excited. We'll be watching that later today. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. All the latest news that we have. This is all I have for you today. But it's still been a pretty action-packed day when it comes to news about Juventus and Turin future of the players that will live there, including, possibly Vlahovic, possibly Romagnoli, possibly Paul Pogba. I'll just keep doing it. Screw it. Anyway, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Make sure you please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Make sure you follow Bianconerizone at Bianconerizone on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter as well, and also follow Julian Genotti at Genotti151. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Paul, get out of here.